morning students. Welcome to 9th standard geometry lesson number 3 triangle module 4. Let's recall what we studied in the previous module. First one is isosceles triangle theorem. That is, if two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angle opposite to them are congruent. Second one, property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree theorem. That is, the length of the side opposite to 30 degree angle is half of hypotenuse, and length of side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 into hypotenuse. And next is the property of 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree theorem. That is, length of each side containing the right angle is hypotenuse upon root 2. And next is the median of a triangle. The segment joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to it is called median of the triangle. The point of concurrence of the median of triangle is called the centroid of the triangle, and the point of concurrence of median of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Yes, children, in this section we will discuss perpendicular bisector theorem. Before that, just to explain the perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Here, draw a segment AB of convenient length and label its midpoint as M, and draw a line L passing through the midpoint M and perpendicular to the segment AB, and M is the midpoint, therefore MA is equal to MB, and angle PMB is equal angle PMA is equal 90 degree. And the theorem, perpendicular bisector theorem, says every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the end points of the segment. In this figure, P is the point on line L, and here A and B are the end point of the segment, and by the perpendicular bisector theorem, PA is equal to PB. And statement 2, any point equidistant from the end point of the segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Next is angle bisector theorem. Statement, every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the side of the angle. In this figure, ray YA is the bisector of angle XYZ, and segment AX perpendicular to ray YX and segment AZ perpendicular to ray YZ, and therefore segment AX and segment AZ are congruent. That is, segment AX congruent to segment AZ. Statement 2, any point equidistant from the sides of an angle is on the bisector of the angle. That is, AX is equal to AZ, therefore ray YA is the bisector of angle XYZ. Property of inequality of sides and angles of a triangle. Statement, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to the greater side is greater than angle opposite to the smaller side. In this figure, triangle XYZ, side XZ greater than side XY. That means xz is the greater side and xy is the smaller side. What is the opposite angle of xz? That is angle xyz, and opposite angle of x side xy is angle xzy, and therefore angle xyz is greater than angle xzy. Second property statement: if two angles of a triangle are unequal, then the side opposite to the greater angle is greater than the side opposite to smaller angle. In this triangle ABC, angle A is 60 degree, angle B is 80 degree, and angle C is 40 degree. Therefore, angle B is the greater angle C is the smaller angle. Then in triangle ABC, angle B greater than angle C. By this property, the greater angle's opposite side, that is angle B opposite side is AC, is the greatest side, and the side opposite to the smaller angle, that is AB, is the smaller side. Therefore, AC greater than AB. And next property: the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. In this triangle, AB plus AC greater than BC, or AB plus BC greater than AC, or AC plus BC greater than AB. If these conditions satisfies, any of the conditions satisfy, then only we can construct a triangle. Let's move on your practice set 3.4. Question number 1. In the adjoining figure, point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. If AX is equal to cm, then find AZ. The figure is already given. Then solution: AX is equal to cm, that is given, and the point A lies on the bisector of angle XYZ, that is also given. In this figure, ray YA is the bisector of angle XYZ, and therefore by the angle bisector theorem, that is every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the sides of the angle. That is, the point A is equidistant from the sides of angle XYZ. Therefore, AZ is equal AX, and therefore AZ is equal to 2 cm. Question number 2. In the adjoining figure, angle RST is equal 56 degree. Segment PT perpendicular to ray ST, and segment PR perpendicular to ray SR, and segment PR congruent to segment PT. Find the measure of angle RSP. State the reason for your answer. The figure is already given. First you have to write what is given in the question. And solution: segment PT perpendicular to ray ST and segment PR perpendicular to ray SR, and segment PR congruent to segment PT. That is, PR is equal to PT. Therefore, the point P lies on the bisector of angle TSR, because of any point equidistant from the sides of an angle is on the bisector of the angle. Therefore, ray SP is the bisector of angle RST, and angle RST is given, that is 56 degree. Therefore, angle RSP is equal half into angle RST, that is equal half into 56 degree. Therefore, angle RSP is equal 28 degree. Question number 3. In triangle PQR, PQ equal 10 centimeter, QR is equal 12 centimeter and PR equal 8 centimeter. Find out the greatest and the smallest angle of the triangle. First you have to draw the figure triangle PQR and mark all the measurements in this figure. And solution in triangle PQR, PQ equal 10 centimeter, QR equal 12 centimeter and PR equal 8 centimeter. And next is the compare the length of the triangle. There is 12 greater than 10 greater than 8. Therefore 12 centimeter means QR is 12 centimeter in this figure. Therefore QR greater than PQ greater than PR. And by the property of inequalities of sides and angles of a triangle, angle opposite to greater side is greater. In this figure, QR is 12 centimeter is greater side. Therefore, its opposite angle, that is angle QPR, is greater angle. Therefore, angle QPR greater than angle PRQ greater than angle PQR. That is the reason angle opposite to greater side is greater. Therefore, in triangle PQR, angle QPR is greatest angle and angle PQR is the smallest angle. Question number 4. In triangle FAN, angle F is equal 80 degree, angle A equal 40 degree. Find out the greatest and the smallest side of the triangle. State the reason. First you have to draw the triangle. In this triangle two measurements are given. Then we have to find the third angle. Solution. In triangle FAN, angle F plus angle A plus angle N is equal 180 degree. That is sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Therefore 80 degree plus 40 degree plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. Angle N equal 180 minus 80 minus 40. That is angle N is equal to 60 degree. Therefore, three angles are 80 degree, 40 degree and 60 degree. And compare the angles measurements, that is 80 degree greater than 60 degree greater than 40 degree. Therefore, angle 80 degree means there is angle F. Therefore, angle F greater than angle N greater than angle A. By the properties of inequalities of sides and angles of a triangle, the side opposite to greater angle is greater. Therefore, in this triangle, angle F is the greatest angle. Therefore, its opposite side is AN. Therefore, AN greater than FA greater than FN. Because of the side opposite to greater angle is greater. Therefore, in triangle FAN, AN is the greatest side and FN is the smallest side. Question number 5. Prove that an equilateral triangle is equiangular. First, you have to draw the an equilateral triangle ABC. And we know that in an equilateral triangle, three sides and three angles are equal. First, write given. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. To prove that triangle ABC is equiangular, that means we have to prove that angle A congruent to angle B congruent to angle C. And proof, in triangle ABC, first I am taking the two sides, segment AB congruent to segment BC, that is sides of an equilateral triangle. Therefore, by the isosceles triangle theorem, angle C congruent to angle A. That is equation number 1. And next I am taking in triangle ABC, segment BC congruent to segment AC. That are also because of the sides of an equilateral triangle. Therefore, angle A congruent to angle B, and that is the equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2, angle A congruent to angle B congruent to angle C. Therefore, triangle ABC is equiangular. Question number 6. Prove that if the bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC is perpendicular to side BC, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. First you have to draw the triangle ABC, and the bisector of angle BAC is perpendicular to the side BC. That means here AD is perpendicular to segment BC. First write given. Segment AD is the bisector of angle BAC and segment AD perpendicular to segment BC. To prove triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. And proof, here I am taking the two triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Then write the congruent parts. Angle BAD congruent to angle CAD, because segment AD is the bisector of angle BAC, and segment AD congruent to segment AD, that is the common side, and angle ADB congruent to angle ADC, that is each angle is of measure 90 degree. Therefore, by which test these two triangles are congruent? This is angle, side and angle. Therefore, by ASA test, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. Therefore, by CSCT, segment AB congruent to segment AC. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Question number 7. In the adjoining figure, if segment PR congruent to segment PQ, show that segment PS greater than segment PQ. Figure is already given. In solution, in triangle PQR, segment PR congruent to segment PQ. That is already given. That means the triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle, and therefore angle PQR congruent to angle PRQ by isosceles triangle theorem. That is the equation number 1. And I am taking the triangle PRS. In triangle PRS, angle PRQ is the exterior angle of triangle PRS. By the property of exterior angle, the exterior angle is always greater than the remote interior angles. Therefore, angle PRQ greater than angle PSR. By the property of exterior angle, that is the equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2, angle PQR greater than angle PSR. That means angle PQR means angle Q greater than angle S. That is the equation number 3. In triangle PQS, angle Q greater than angle S from equation 3. And therefore, by the properties of inequalities of sides and angles of a triangle, side opposite to greater angle is greater. In this figure, angle Q is the greater angle and angle S is the smaller angle. Therefore, what is the opposite side of angle Q, that is segment PS is the opposite side of angle Q, and segment PQ is the opposite side of angle S. Therefore, PS is greater than PQ, that is because of side opposite to greater angle is greater. Therefore, segment PS greater than segment PQ. Question number 8. In the adjoining figure, in triangle ABC, segment AD and segment BE are altitudes and AE is equal to BD. Prove that segment AD equal to segment BE. Figure is already given. Solution. Here I am taking the two triangle ADB and triangle BEA. First write the congruent parts. Segment BD congruent to segment AE, that is given, and angle ADB congruent to angle BEA, that is each angle measure 90 degree, and segment BA congruent to segment AB, that is the common side. Therefore, by the hypotenuse side test, triangle ADB congruent to triangle BEA. Then these two triangles are congruent means other angles and other sides are also congruent. Therefore, by CACT, segment AD congruent to segment BE. So, we proved. Thank you, children.